Hello. Hi, guys. Do my usual go on Instagram and talk for 1 minute thing. Come say hi in the comments. Hi, guys. Whoops. I tried to get kind of fancy with the tech tonight. Did not work out, but I'm hoping for next time it will. And let me try to go live on here and just say we're going live over here. Hey. Hi, we're going live over on YouTube. Come on over to my channel. There's the link in bio. Really easy to find. Hey, hi, Felice. How are you? Hi. Motto. Otto, what's your name, sweetie? Okay, we're going live over on YouTube. Come on over and join us. Having some fun tonight. Okay. What's going on, guys? I can't believe it's July. I kind of freaked out today because I feel like we haven't had a summer, not much of a summer. And all of a sudden, I'm like, it's July. I mean, it's July. That's crazy. I was like, it's just not making sense. Ugh, my thermos is like overfilled. I'm well. How are you? What should we call you? Do I need to kick you off? Show more. You might have the right channel, the wrong channel here. Hi, Mal. It's 85 and sunny, and you're out walking the dogs. I love that. And it stays light super late where you are, because where you are, like in the time zones, it's awesome. It's almost dark here. Oh, that's so nice that you're outside. Felice, how was your day today? Okay, I'm getting rid of this person. You're gone. Ta-ta. Okay, that person was just banned. Figured that out in one click. It's the teacher in me. Sun is high in the sky. I got rid of that person. Mado wanted to see things. I think he's in the wrong decade to even think about seeing things over here. The things are not where the things are supposed to be, right? Exactly. Day was great. It's finally summer. I know. It's so weird, though. I feel like our spring was just sort of so weird, though. I feel like our spring was just sort of. Why is this on here? Okay, that was super weird. I don't know what just happened, but okay. June flew by. Spring was too cold. I could not agree more. It was like every day was like a sweater day. It was just, I started to feel like one of those people, you know how like, first of all, I realized last week, first you become your mother, but then you do become your grandmother because like I'm cold in restaurants and need to bring like sleeves. Just, like little whatevers with sleeves because it's too cold to be in air conditioning. That's not who I am. I'm like a let's hang meat in here kind of person. I like it really cold. And especially like when I'm sleeping, I like it really cold, but then I like to be like under a whole bunch of blankets, but it's got to be cold. I don't know what that is. Well, you guys, I did something I really wasn't going to do today, and I went shopping a little bit, but I got kind of excited when I came home because Farrah Hamidi's lippy thing came. I did not order the complexion product yet, but I was influenced. I don't know what the word is, but I felt compelled to try the lip product. So she's got 2 reds. I'm going to pull it up in 1 second. The other thing I want to just say, I swung into Ulta today really quick. Have you guys discovered the Kopari yet? I don't know if I'm like the last person to the game, but my sister had one of these when we went to Tucson together. And this one is like a rose gold, and you can kind of see like it's got stuff floating in it. This is a sunscreen, and this little piece comes out and it sprays. You can like spray yourself with sunscreen and you're decorated in gorgeous shimmer. It's like so pretty. And then this one is the Rose Gold Sun Shield Body Glow, but I don't think I need any sun to get excited about this. It's like really pretty. And even though I'm so not tan or anything, like you put some of this on, first of all, it smells like a vacation. And who doesn't want the smell of vacation? I am telling you, I'm hooked. So there's a gold version, which seemed kind of, I don't know, like not pink enough because I'm very pink. So I went with the rose gold. And then there's like an amber one if I like really wanted to pretend like I was tan, but some of them did not smell the same. Like you kind of have to like smell them all. These both smell like a vacation, but there were a couple that were very fruity more than vacation-y. I'm completely intrigued. This one's the Sun Glaze, and it's SPF 42. Seriously, 42? It's SPF 42. This one is SPF 45. And I think that there was another one that was 50, but it's got the little balls in there and it shimmies up this stuff. And then this comes out like for travel. And then you can spray it. And then this can go back and snap in so that when you're putting it like in a suitcase or something, it doesn't get everywhere. Now this one smells like the first ingredient's got to be like alcohol. So I don't know how fantastic this is skincare wise, why they're telling me that there's hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and E. There's also a lot of alcohol, but it doesn't have that octinoxate. And I don't know. I was intrigued. It felt summery. It was July. I felt like celebrating. That's me validating my purchase right there. Have you tried the Kopari setting spray SPF? No, I have not. Have you? Because I saw it today, but with that denatured alcohol or whatever was the first ingredient. I still think that the only spray that isn't like that is a lower SPF, and it's made by Kula. I will find it on here when we're looking. I just don't want to spray alcohol all over my face. You know what I mean? You're not sure if it's too shimmery? Do I look too shimmery right now? I don't know. My sister and I, when we had it on, like we wore other sunscreen with it, it just kind of made us look like we weren't dead, which was nice. I don't know if I can open this. The thing that I do want to say about this is that I've decided that all that stuff that comes in that shrink wrap with like the one little area, going down the bottle that you're supposed to be able to peel because it's, like separated. I don't care if it's medicine or body oil or a lip liner from Sephora, which could possibly be remember these old lip liners that they had, and they were always shrink wrapped, and there was always like pieces and stuff that like you couldn't get off. Why did they do that? What's the point? Ooh, it's blue. Well, this is kind of fun. Let me get its little friend. I like the blue. That's pretty. These feel exactly like the Westman Atelier. Like exactly like that real hockey puck kind of thing. I'm very excited to open this. Okay, it's really small. That's my first impression. But if we're being serious, did anybody else order the bronzer from Farah Hamidi? I'm just curious. Molly, what did you decide to do? Did you order? I have to say I'm in love with this, and it just gets to be better and better. Do they open more easily than the Westman Atelier? Yes. The Westman Atelier, I want to tell you. Okay, so last week when I completely forgot that I had ever bought the Beauty Butter bronzing in Soleil Riche, it takes me like 14 minutes to get this thing open. It is so hard. Like you got to like stick a nail in there, and then once it's open, you got to like get it open. This one has like a little more of like an indentation, and you can just put your hand right. Well, I'm a little slippery right now from the oil, but this is much easier to open. Much. Still sold out on Sephora. Didn't order on site yet. Okay. I'm still liking it. And then I want to talk about these. There's a lot of things I want to talk about that are old today. Not old, but not new. Okay. Let's start with okay. You don't need her brush, by the way. Any brush is just fine. But this stuff, you guys, it like, I don't know. It's the best bronzer that I own now. Hey, Maria. Oh, good afternoon. I asked Maria if she wanted to go on together and do a live together. And I was playing with like the time zones of what day it is when and what hours we're awake at the same time and stuff. It's like 17-hour difference. It's complicated, So is it like mid-morning there now? Or is it afternoon? Anyway, I love this one too, you guys. This is the darker one, but the color of it is so nice and just gives you like just like that little extra. I like it. 1:15 in the afternoon. That sounds nice. Okay, so let's remove my lip. Well, I bought the lip brush. I didn't remember that I did that. I don't really have any lip brushes, so it's okay. I think I have one from like a set of that Natasha Denona had like years and years ago. Okay, well, taking this out is going to be yet another challenge for the arthritically. I might need to like get my son in here for this one. Okay, I got it. That was starting to feel like my grandma turning into my grandma story. Okay. So apparently you get a color and a balm, like in each of these. My mom is texting me and my dad fell yesterday. So let me just really fast read this in case something's going on. He's doing much better. Okay. I'm very happy. It is so hard when your parents get older. It's weird. You're still in it with your kids, but your parents are like have sort of switched roles with you, and now like they're the old people and you're the grown-ups. It's so weird. Thank you, Felice. I'm so happy too. That was kind of a crazy thing. FYI, I ate Mexican food tonight and I have like a little high from like the tomatoes, and one of the I don't know, like in the summertime, the jalapenos get so much spicier and I got a little bit swollen. I definitely am not injecting my lips or anything like that. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get a little swatch on this and see what it feels like. Okay. That's just from putting my finger on it and like barely touching, which is a lot more than I can say for the Westman Atelier, and I'll get that out. I'm just going to use like a finger and just see how this feels. It feels like I might need to put some balm down first, but I've got pretty dry lips, but she's got that. So we're going to build a lip real quick. How old are my mom and dad? My dad is 83 and my mom is 81. 80. No, my mom just turned 80. She'll be 81 at the end of the year. She would be mad if I put an extra year on there for her. All right, so supposedly you're supposed to be able to use her lip liners with these. I don't know which color. Let's see. I'm going to go with this Demi. Okay, they're trying to plan a little outing and I don't know. Okay, so this is the color. What did I just say this one was? Demi? Demi. You know, it's that mauvey berry kind of a tone. I'm just going to go. I'm going to take a little of this balm and see what it feels like. See if it's hydrating. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of product here, but I mean, it feels like a chapstick, I guess. I know. I know, Maria. It's so hard. Your dad's 83, turning 84 next week. Gonna pop down to see him for his birthday. It's like, I don't know how we got here. You know, I don't understand how all of a sudden our parents are like in their 80s. It's just, it's so weird to me. Maybe I'm, living in delusion land, but it's hard. Right. So there's a little brush in here. And I think this will be nice, like, to get into the product. But you could definitely use a finger, which I probably will wind up doing. But let's try this. It looks like one of those ones that you have to kind of let it melt on your lips, like warm up. Like it might be better with a finger. I mean, the color's pretty. I wonder if it's like super long lasting. It feels hydrating now. I don't know. We'll hang out with it for a little bit. My sister and I, we both live like, we're all like within like 5 minutes of each other. We live in the town that we grew up in, and we're with my parents quite a bit. "68 is too young." Wow. It's so hard to even talk about, in a serious way. Like I'm definitely in denial land. I am. But we do make the most out of like every occasion and every holiday, and we don't miss a beat. So I guess we have to just like keep on keeping on, right? I mean, I called my husband's mom today, and she isn't doing anything on the 4th, and she's going to be coming over. And my husband was like, see what happens. And I'm like, well, what are we supposed to do? It's your mom, What are we going to do? Have her be by herself? No, we're not going to. It's crazy. All right. We're going to get the bad juju out of this. We have to get into like a good headspace. It's July 1st. We've got the summer. It's cooking. And Maria, you're going into the winter now. And we'll be right behind you. And then you'll start getting nice. I don't know who else is here, but a couple things. I am so in love with these Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Sticks from Charlotte. And I just want to go on record as saying I have never really been much of a Charlotte person. Like way back when she was doing like those longer palettes, remember, like at the holidays, and it was like Office, going out, and you'd get like the little trios of eyeshadows and stuff. I mean, I bought it. The Film Star and Glow, great. Her packaging and stuff got really, really weird. And I remember wanting to get her lipsticks, and they were the matte ones. And I was, trying them on. And it was back in the day, like where matte lipsticks literally like sucked the life out of you. Do you guys remember? It was like you'd put it on and you were like, please, please give me some water. Give me a chapstick, something. And I don't know, like for whatever reason, I just didn't fall in love with her lipsticks, even though she then had the second formula and those were okay. Pillow Talk was never a great color for me. It was sort of not quite as neutral on a very cool toned person. I don't know. Did it work for you guys? I remember trying the light. It was called like, I don't know. She did some form of Pillow Talk, but it was light. And that worked better, but not the liner that she made. That was like really weird. Did anybody else try any of those? I mean, I'm still a girl who likes, you know, underpainting. I just haven't, I moved everything around, so I don't know where anything is. I got like one of those like big Lazy Susan things at Home Goods and tried to like make some room for myself. But like I've been using the Lisa Eldridge a little bit, like underneath. I picked one up. This is just that Crystal Nebula color because mine was all dried up and gross. And hers is just a little bit more like refined, not as quite as metallic. It just sort of is like a nice glow. Anyway, I picked it up when I picked up the new palette and lipsticks. Yeah. Yeah, that's when I did. I like these. I like these a lot. And you actually do like, you know how she talks about that stuff that's in there that you can feel like the tightening? I can feel it on my hand. Like it's not like, you know, but it's definitely feels like it's getting a little hug, you know, because it's dried down. And that's another thing. This dried down really nicely. Anyway, when these came out, I remember buying, I didn't buy two, I bought one. And I remember putting it on and being like, this is so greasy. I look like this is crazy. It looks like I'm wearing highlighter all over my face, you know, da 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 da. Took it back. When I tried those new blushes, what colors do I have here? Pretty and Rosy. I actually looked at the other ones today. I was looking at the Cherry, which is a smidge warm, like warmer than I would like it to be. And then the peach looks ridiculous on me. Like I would love to find like a really pretty peachy color that I can actually wear. Actually, I have one from Phytosurgeons that I love. But that one just was like missing the mark. And the berry one just seemed like it was a bit like maybe too much, like maybe in the fall I might pick it up. But what a formula. You know, I gave the Dior one away. The creaminess of this product and the smoothness of it and its ability to just kind of give you like that blurred out, really nice pigment. I think they're fantastic. Never use anything CT other than the setting spray. I do love her setting. Here, let me put this up. I do know how to do this now. Hold on. There we go. Oh my God, her wait, Molly, I'll get to you second, but I totally agree. Never used anything from CT other than the setting spray. I do love her setting spray. Her packaging turns me off. And now the alliance with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. What? I don't know what the alliance is. What's the alliance? Molly, her ads are the weirdest 70s porn looking things ever. And she looks like like Disney made her, you know, like it's sort of AI-ish. The swatches of the foundation look like highlighters to me, but I trust you. I actually like the berry blush shade. I do too. It's really pretty. I'm not against the Dallas Cowboys. Just feel it's a much younger demographic she's targeting. What did she? Oh, she's the official brand of them. She looks like a burlesque star. She really, yes to all of it. But you guys, we have to remember that she was the one that made Tom Ford cool. Like her Tom Ford makeup is the makeup that we liked. Oh my God. She looks like AI, definitely. This is going down in history as one of the best comments that we've ever had. She looks, this one, she looks like a burlesque star. Darling, darling, darling. It is very funny. You know, when she sold, she was going to be gone. And I don't know, like, I think she tried like having her niece and stuff do it, and she just wasn't connecting with people. The other thing that I saw, speaking of people that are doing, you know, makeup or whatever, I just saw that first of all, I didn't know she had a makeup line, but apparently Kate Moss had a makeup line and it's going out of business. Did anyone ever hear of it before today? Hi, welcome. We're talking about Charlotte Tilbury and other gossipy things. Oh my God. All right. So where was I? I don't even know. The Dallas Cowboy thing, I think, is going to kind of freak me out because I saw kind of the thing on TV about it. I just remember the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, like when we were growing up. Oh, the Kate Moss line. It was, I can't even remember what the name of the brand was, but apparently it's been around for 3 years. I don't think she had the right PR. Did anyone know that Kate Moss had a line? Wish we had somebody that knows more about the UK stuff, but she's always doing stuff with Charlotte and Pat. I'm discriminating against CT because I'm not a Dallas fan. I think I like need to watch that. Do I need to watch that, or is it horrible? It looked like it was going to be so mean. Like it reminded me of what they used to do to like the showgirls in Vegas. Like they would put them on a scale and measure things, and I don't like that at all. But I remember in Chicago, we had the Honey Bears. I have a friend who was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Now all 3 of her daughters cheer. It's like a sport now. Now I'm a boy mom, so I'm talking from no experience whatsoever. But I can remember trying out for cheerleading, and like there were, you know, years that you made it and years that you didn't, but it was soul crushing, you know? And then that was in like the everybody gets a trophy phase, which really was unusual. So it was like my freshman year in high school. And they decided that every freshman girl who wanted to be a cheerleader could be a cheerleader. And when I tell you that like half of the class was a cheerleader, it wrapped all the way around the gym. And then each class, like the freshmen were over here and the sophomores were over there and the seniors were down on the floor and the juniors were like behind them. And the freshman girl cheerleaders, like during the things, would like encircle the entire gymnasium. There were so many. It is a sport and super competitive. Those Texas cheer moms. Texas, that like reminds me of like the really pushy moms, you know, that I don't know. Having a girl has got to be the hardest thing ever. You're a boy mom too. Molly's a boy mom. I know. It's just, okay, you guys, I want to know what you guys think of this. I was at Sephora today again, and I got there at like maybe 2:30, something like that. And I figured, summer camps were still going and, there wouldn't be a lot of kids or whatever. There were a ton of kids and they're just running around the store and touching everything. And it just gets like so crazy in there and it's not delightful. And they can have birthday parties there now. So the birthday party is everybody goes and they put the makeup on the birthday girl. And then what? Do you let them go shopping? Like, what? I don't understand why they're having birthday parties at Sephora. Do you guys? I don't get it. This is why Sephora has introduced quiet hours. I thought that was just a discussion that they were having. Did they actually do it? Because I know that there were people that were really disturbed by it and they wanted them to give them like an hour earlier than the store opened. We had McDonald's birthday parties. I can remember having McDonald's at some like people's houses. Like the French fries were like cold and stuff. You can barely go in Sephora anymore because it's a playground and I can't stomach it. It's so gross. I know. Michelle, a birthday party at Sephora is crazy. Like, have we hit peak nuts? Because I feel like we have. I don't know where you go from here. And then they start doing like the whole skincare thing. Like it used to be really cute. I would find memes, of some little girl, whatever, like pretending to do her makeup or whatever. And then I started thinking, what are we doing, first of all, to these kids? Because everybody has a filter, right? Although, here, must admit that the 9-year-old in me would have been over the moon for something like that. Okay. But I also feel like our parents would have not put up with as much. My mom, I can't see her taking us to buy like skincare. Do you know what I mean? Or am I just living in the wrong era? Things just seem to be so much easier before you had, a phone in your face 24/7. I worry. I mean, think about how many people you met or talked to, like waiting in line somewhere. Like there was a thing online the other day that said that the iPhone is 18 years old, and I almost died because I remember being in the line at the store and seeing my friend's husband there, and we like hung out the whole time. But like you didn't sit on your phone and like drown out everything. I see 12-year-old boys there. I could not pay my boys to go in there when they were 12. I can't even get my 21-year-old son to go in there for me to pick up something. Most definitely my parents wouldn't have allowed it. Yeah. I can remember my mom being kind of cool about the makeup thing, like kind of getting us some stuff and people would show us how to do it. Bloomie's and Old Orchard, Neiman Marcus, and Bell Harbor shops are about the only cosmetic departments I can visit in person. Yeah, Bloomie's is so little though. Like, do they ever have anything there? When they changed, we used to have a huge Bloomingdale's, and they changed it to a Bloomie's, and it's like really expensive core collection stuff. Both of your boys are nuts for fragrance and skincare. There is going to be such an immense change in how we think about traditional roles that men and women have had in society when the boomers are gone and Gen Z is part of the adult population. I think it's going to be really, really different. And we'll be the last people that will have grown up without a phone. You know, they have good fragrance bar. They really do. Bluemercury is nicer than Sephora. It is the one that's near me. They're a little snobby, but you know, where I do have a really nice time is Credo. Has anybody ever been in a Credo before? It's so pleasant and everything's, you know, clean beauty or whatever, but they have like Mob Beauty, which I love, and you can't get, you know, anywhere near something like that unless you go there. Bluemercury has good sales, but their spend is always high, like what you have to meet to get to their spend. We're about to get inundated with a ton of sales, and I have to speak my piece on it. I do feel that children are being forced to grow up much quicker. Technology forces them to grow up. I hope that they make it so that kids cannot have phones in class, like throw it in your backpack or whatever. And then, you know, somebody else will say, but they need it. What if there's an emergency? Okay, I kind of get that because schools are like that now. And I could see that argument. I remember we got my son a phone when he was wrestling, and he would go to a high school where it wasn't even like the one right by our house. It was like still in our district, but in a different building. And he was going to have to like kind of be on his own there. And I just felt better with the phone. They are forced to grow up quicker. Technology forces them to grow up. I've always loved makeup. I've always loved makeup. I used to play with my grandmother's Avon. What are your first like makeup memories? Because I can remember like my lip smackers and my kissing potions. Do you guys remember the kissing potion? It was like a glass bottle with the little roller ball, and it smelled like you could get bubble gum and different flavors. Do you guys remember those? Love those. And then there were horrible things we did to ourselves. Like, does anybody remember 1006? I'm like really digging deep here, but 1006 was like an astringent. It was like putting grain alcohol all over your face to like help you try to like dry up your acne. And then my sister and I would put zit medicine on so thick that our faces would be like white at night. It's probably why I look the way that I do now. I need to like get something done. It always was like a passion, but I feel like now there's just too many kids there. Your mom was a Mary Kay lady. Did she want to get that pink Cadillac? Hey, hi, Heather. You're not late. You got pulled over? Your taillight's out? Did they let you go on a warning? Oh, loved lip smackers, especially the Dr. Pepper one, the Bonnie Bell 1006. Sea Breeze. Oh, Sea Breeze. That was like the one 1006, but like with mentholated feeling, right? I felt like you were putting like some kind of menthol all over your face. Lip smackers for sure. I remember Sea Breeze on the face. Oh my God. You guys remember Love's Baby Soft perfume? It was like a pink liquid with like a white lid. I'm going to pull up a bunch of these pictures and show them to you guys next week. I'm going to pull up like all of our retro stuff. The eyeshadows. Oh my God. I remember like there was like a Maybelline or a CoverGirl, and it was like blue with two other blues. There was a green with two other greens. Gee, your hair smells terrific. Clairol Herbal Essences loves Baby Soft. How about Tickle? Do you guys remember Tickle deodorant? It was the wettest, most gigantic, like it came in pink and blue and orange. I love the pink. And you would sit there and like have to, your pits would have to dry because it was so like putting lotion on basically on your armpits. Oh, gee, your hair smells terrific. Good times. Ooh, I love it. You know what I remember also, and I don't remember what they were called, but they were the lip gloss that had like the foam applicator, and you would go like this, and it would like come through. And do you remember that? It was like a squeezy tube. Charlie girl. Oh, and they call him Charlie, wasn't it? How about all the guy colognes? Like any guy that wore Obsession for Men, I could have eaten them alive. It was so amazing. Lip balm in little tins. Yes, those ones, they were like, it was like a slide thing, right? Wasn't it like a sliding little tin? Hey there, Charlie girl. It's so funny because if Ryan had been a girl, he was going to be Charlie. Gray flannel. My husband wore gray flannel. Do you guys remember Drakkar? Drakkar? Yes, they slid. Oh my God. The little tins. I can remember it was, they had like a strawberry on the top. Yes, maybe. I feel like they were called like lip smackers or something like that. But they couldn't have been because that was like the lip smackers. Do you guys remember there were the big lip smackers and then there were the small ones? And the big ones, you could wear them like around your neck. I Was an Electric Youth by Debbie Gibson and exclamation perfume era. Oh my, that is definitely where you were just so young compared to me. Oh my God. It's so weird the stuff that you remember. And I can remember there were these girls that we met like from another high school and they were wearing foundation, but it wasn't like, wearing foundation. It was like wearing foundation, you know? And we were all like, maybe that's like what we're supposed to do. Are we supposed to do that? My mom was like, absolutely not. I mean, I would like light my eyeliners with a lighter, and that was like pushing it. Yeah, a mask of makeup. But you know what? Think about like 2017, 2016 YouTube. People were putting on a mask of makeup, you know? I have to say, this isn't very hydrating. We're going to go in for a second spin on this, but I don't think this is worth any kind of $88 or whatever it was. I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. Let me pull this one out. I need reading glasses. These are the highlighters. I'm trying to think. I have the Westman Atelier one with like the nude colors, and I hate it. I like hate it so much. Clinique Shake It. I can remember my mom having like the solution or whatever it was, like on her in the bathroom. And then the yellow cream. Do you guys remember the yellow cream? Does anyone remember the bottled emotion spray? I was obsessed with UFO. No, but you have to tell us like how old you are because it matters in this conversation. I, for reference, am 57. I can't even say that without thinking, how did I get to be 57? I'm still like back, like I want the COVID years back. Anything from COVID like to now is just weird. Erno Laszlo. You guys, do you remember like how amazing Mac was? And just don't even get me started about NARS because I ate ramen noodles a whole lot so that I could go hang out at Barney's and get my makeup done and buy like something that I couldn't afford and eat noodle, 10-cent noodles. I think UFO was the crazy emotion. Dramatically different moisturizing lotion is yellow. Yes, that is it. And remember how it had like steps or something? Like I can remember there being like a 2 on the bottle, and I would be like, what's a 1? You're a millennial. That's all you'll say. Okay. Well, I finally just was like, I'm 57. I just am. It's not a secret. Mac was early 90s. Now, I personally never matched the spice liner. It just was too warm on me. But Mob Beauty has, where did I put it? Things are too neat right now. So I don't know where everything is because like I put things in new places, which is, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at switching things up. Anyway, they have a lip liner called 1990 at Mob, and it is the original spice liner. But then they also duped their other liners. And I like this one much better. This is M159. And honestly, it's my ride or die of the world. Like, I need to buy these in bulk because I'm concerned that I won't have enough. 3 steps. Yes. NARS was early 2000s. Amazing. Oh my God. Absolutely incredible. Oh, soap. I forgot about the soap. Soap, toner, and moisturizer. Wow. Wow. How old were you guys when you were allowed to wear makeup? Was there like a rule? I was never allowed to get my ear double pierced. And I think to this day, my parents would have an issue with it. Although I wouldn't do it anyway anymore. But one of my friends just found out that one of her kids has a tattoo that she didn't know about. That was kind of interesting. I love this thinking about all the old things. Think about all the times when you thought, I don't look great. I don't like my hair. I don't like this. Like you would just love to be that younger person right now. You'll take it, whatever it is. There's so many. I'm trying to remember like the Sassoon hair care line. Do you guys remember there was like finishing rinse and there were like 3 different steps in the shower and that was like a big deal. You have to jump off real quick for a tennis call. Okay, come back. Come back. You didn't have rules like that. You had double piercing. At 3, I had earrings up all the way to my ear. By 12, you had your belly pierced. At 13, Who took you to do all this, Heather? Were your parents like on board? It's so funny how like you grow up the way that you grow up. Your mom, does she have piercings too? I got my ears pierced at Claire's, you know, with the gun. I can remember like going into the mall and getting my ears pierced. Like it was the greatest thing ever. I was in 6th grade and I had to get straight A's. And I did. And I got my ears pierced. And then they let my sister do it, and she's 2 years younger than me. Okay. I just want to tell you that I'm sitting here smelling myself, and I just want to highly recommend, just to pretend like you're on vacation, the Kopari in the rose gold is a delightful fragrance, and very excited to be outside this weekend with this stuff on, letting you guys know if it really is actual SPF or not. I figure with all the crazy with the SPFs, we're not really sure what has SPF and what does not have SPF. Okay. I'm going to say, wow, I love her bronzer. Okay, slow down. You know, like I'm not dying to get her complexion product right now. Like I'm okay. I'm going to try this out, see how I feel about it, but not dying. You got a tattoo at 19 and you were so mad, and then saw it and went and got one. And I went myself and got my belly done. I looked 18 at 13 and she was mad, but then thought it was cute and took me to get me. Your nose pierced at 16 and tongue at 17. Wow. Wow. So the complexion products are just meh. No, so I didn't buy the foundation yet because I've been reading a lot and trying to decide if it's really for me. And I wasn't convinced. This is called Nude One. And this is like a clear balm. You know, it feels like lip balm. And this is a fairly stiff, quite pigmented. I think it'll go a long way. Lippy. And I think it's the kind of thing that you can throw into your purse, and you could do this with your eyes closed, you know, like backwards. So I decided to wait on the complexion product because it seems like it would be too dry for me. So I kind of like went back and forth on about it, and I decided that I would not buy it from her website just in case. It's supposed to be a primer, the lip primer. It can be a primer or a topper. When I saw the videos about it, people were going both ways. Like with her reds and stuff, she uses the brush to like really carve out and contour. This is like really nice brush. The color could be cooler. And the one that's called Nude 2 is actually warmer than this one. And this is, I'm going to say this is neutral. I would not say this is a cool tone. It's almost got, you know, like when you look at it in the pat, it's not the same color that it is on your lips, because you do get like your own color showing through. And then this you can do, you know, on top or whatever. And then she also would go in with the different liners. I think you can't even see. And kind of contour. She did a color for holiday. Looks so pretty. It was like a berry color. I hope she brings it back. You know, I think her breakthrough product was her bronzer. And for whatever reason, she had the right undertone at the right time. What is this? Supposedly the balm on the other side makes the concealer part more emollient, and you could make it more or less depending how dry or oily your skin is. Yeah, I saw that. And then I started thinking about the size. Okay. So it's identical to this. And for reference, here's a blush stick. Okay. It's quite small, you know, and I would need a whole lot of this to get through all of that. Like, this is not going to, I don't feel like this is going to make it to here. So if these pans were each refillable, I think it would be better than the whole thing. That lip shade is far too light for my olive neutral skin. Glad you showcased it. Yeah, I mean, I also think like demystifying some of the stuff is like the best way to not buy it. It all looks so great till it's sitting in your house in a drawer that you never look at again. Which brings me to the biggest thing that I want to talk about tonight. And then I'm going to talk more about this makeup and everything. But I want to talk about intentional beauty. And I did put a thing just like on my Instagram. When I stopped doing YouTube about 8 months ago, I did it because I couldn't figure out who I was supposed to be on YouTube. There are so many people that get those products super, super fast, and they get their review up and like boom, boom, boom. You know, they're getting PR from places, or they have a connection somewhere. And it's like the first one up is the one that matters. And then people will get on, you know, after that. Audrey Michelle has dry skin and she loves that thing as a foundation type product, but her balm is more empty than her concealer part. Yeah. I think you kind of have to have plan B if you're as dry as me. I'm not really a stick foundation person, and I don't think this really counts. Like the Dior one didn't work out for me because it was just too much. The Westman Atelier, same thing. It's like it outlines my texture. I will probably pick it up at some point, but I'm not rushing the way that I felt like I was dying over everything. Now, this is special. I mean, truly unusual luminescence, beautiful undertone. It's the prettiest bronzer that I own. Full stop. It truly is. Love your IG post. Excited for what's to come. Yeah, so I just sort of cannot, I can't compete, like I'm not going to be the one who's going to get it first and get it up and, put that review up. So that's not me. And then the whole like swatching thing, there are some great swatchers out there that I watch. I mean, Rebecca dedicates her whole entire Instagram to people asking her for swatches of things. Lexi does phenomenal comparative swatches. It's just not really what I'm about. I'm about, calling out, like there were 9 different green eyeshadow palettes that came out. And of course we're going to look at them and stuff, but like doing like the whole like up my arm thing, like every week and stuff, that just sounds so ugh to me. And the whole rat race to buy. Number one, our economy could not be scarier right now. And I don't know about you guys, but like we're kind of battening down the hatches a little bit more than we normally would, mostly because we have a child that's going to go to law school next year. But gas in the car, skincare on my face, food from the grocery store, all the things that happen incidentally take such a back seat. And I was reading, we've all heard of the lipstick economy, and that during a time of economic downturn, lipstick sales tended to go up because you could always afford the one little luxury for yourself, even though nowadays that could be like $100 for a lipstick. But we won't even go there right now. What I'm saying is like, I think that people have a lot of makeup. I mean, raise your hand if you have more makeup than you could ever wear. Truly. I mean, I'm there. I'm right there. I probably have enough that you could see behind me that it's just I have a lot. What I don't want to do is forget about the gems. So I'm starting a new thing today that I will be doing, and I don't know what to call it yet. It might be called Blast from the Past, and it might be like Forgotten Treasures or something. I don't know. I don't have like a cute name for it yet, but I'm going to figure one out. The first one I want to say is every like special bronzer or highlighter that Tom Ford put out in like some kind of limited edition packaging that was like Soleil, whatever, this one was called Soleil Bloom. They were all like, sometimes it was a highlighter, sometimes it was a bronzer, sometimes it was a bronzy highlighter, but all of these are like in our drawers. I'm betting that you have some Tom Ford compact of some kind that you spent like $100 on and you haven't seen it lately. And I'm telling you to pull it out. It's a powder, smell it, you decide what you're going to use, obviously, but I mean, like, I'm excited to put this on. I'm going to do it right now. What's the crown by our name mean? What crown, babe? What crown? What's the crown, babe? The crown by our name. I can understand that it can feel overwhelming at times, but the main goal for my profile is to help others save money. I agree. And I bet Maria feels the same way. Maria, you take one for the team all the time, right? We are queens. What are we talking about? Who's got a crown? Are there crowns on people like in the chat? Don't forget the gems. Okay, so everybody find something Tom Ford that you forgot about. Okay, another thing. Crazy expensive highlighters that you've bought. I'll go first, Clé de Peau. Now this one I pull out in the summertime because it looks so good with a bronzer. And everybody's bought a stupid highlighter that probably is sitting in a drawer somewhere, not getting love, not ever seeing your face. I'm just going to go right in with a really small brush and just dust this on. First of all, if there's any time other than the holidays where I feel like I can be sparkly, it's the summer. I mean, like today, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a bronzy look with a whole bunch of stuff, and I won't even be able to tell people what I used because I'm just going to use anything that I can find because I don't want to sell anything and I don't want you to buy anything. We all have bronzy makeup. We all have suntan looking makeup. We all have bronzers and highlighters and glowy things galore in our drawers. And I think you can go in and find yourself some sort of lip product that hasn't gone bad. Like stick with something that you know. Pull some of your powders out, you guys. Here's my other one. I just don't feel like we talk about these enough, and they are so good. I feel like I just cannot wait for the bronzers to get here. The little Givenchy blushes, you guys, these quad things, they need a lot more love and playtime. I mean, this one is called Taffeta's Rose #2. And they're powders, and they are flippin' gorgeous. Talking about the leaderboard participation points. What? There is a crown by my name. It says #1 and Maria says #2. Where? On this? What am I missing? Yes. Haven't tried a Clé de Peau highlighter. They are definitely gorgeous, luminescent. Some of them can be sparkly, but honestly, they are just smooth and really beautiful. Maria is #1 now. What are you looking at? Where's the crowns? I don't even know what shit. Heather, are you talking about the leaderboard participation points? I got the shade FH bronzer in shade 3 and love it. Oh, the Farrah Hamidi. Yeah. What's the undertone like, Heather? Like, I'm dying to see if that can be like a complementary color for me. It looks so pretty. Is it called Roma or something like that? The Armani liquid eyeshadow needs more love too. They do. You know what? I passed by the Armani section today and I was like, those eyeshadows are amazing. I have a Clé de Peau highlighter I never use. Oh, painful. And those Givenchy blushes. Like, right, you guys? Like, the colors of these. I mean, the cool tones and the warm tones. Like, flannel rubus. Like, for those of you who are into, like, the corals and stuff, look at that. I mean, it is just That's just pretty. You know, these are beautiful and they top off so gorgeously with a cream underneath it. And it gives you like a little extra staying power in the summer. Plus, it's a mirror on the top. That's smart. I love that. Obsessed with the liquid eyeshadows. Okay, can I just say two things about that? The first thing I want to say is, wow, Mario is putting out some matte liquid eyeshadows. Sea Salt Waves, I have a few and just adore them. I've done a video with them, though I need to. Yeah, will you, Maria? I want it. There's one that's really like beigey sparkly that I've been wanting for a very long time. I haven't had the best relationship with liquid eyeshadows. They tend to like accentuate texture on me a lot. But those are really beautiful. The ones that Mario is putting out, and this is what I've read, and kind of you'll agree. The runway shows that they're doing, you know, that they just did for next year, for next, what did they just do? Next fall? I can't even remember now. Yeah, fall. The eyeshadow look was match your eyeshadow to your skin color and then just do some definition like in here with another also matte eyeshadow. So let me just pull this up really fast. Mario. I wonder if it's just on his Instagram. That would probably be like the easiest thing to do. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let me take this comment off. Okay, so here are the shades. So he basically took like his matte eyeshadows and turned them into a liquid eyeshadow. And supposedly this is how they've decided that they're going to bring all these kids in that haven't worn eyeshadow by giving them the almost skin color eyeshadow in a very matte formula. And then I think that what we're going to do is we're going to see a whole evolution happen again of them doing more with textures and, you know, who knows like what direction it's going to go, but I think it's kind of fascinating. Nightstar Beauty, I have oily lids, and the fact that these are liquid eyeshadows with such impressive longevity is just impeccable. What kind of primer do you guys use with those? Like, what's a good primer? See how they're like doing this with all these kids? They're all kids now. Makes me crazy. But here's a picture of, you know, his master mats. And I don't even know like if I even still have mine, but they're doing the, I don't think this is going to age well. The really dark line going around, it's going to be like our concealer lip. Most definitely want to try these new Mario shadows. And he's not the only one. Who else just came out with these? I know Lisa Eldridge has them. Somebody else did. Yeah, maybe that is a lot. I didn't know what it was. I think Armani is such an underrated brand. I really do. Let me get this off. So in my, like, don't forget about the awesome stuff, whatever I'm going to call this, forgotten, hidden treasure, whatever's, find something that you loved and pull it out and put it on wherever it is that you do your makeup in the morning, or, you know, for something for special. And even if you just pull like one thing out, and I don't want anybody to get confused here, because I am not a project panner. Like, if you're looking to project pan, I'm not the right girl for you. I'm not going to guilt anybody into using up makeup just because they bought it. I'm not going to say that anyone has too much makeup. I think that is a personal choice and a decision. My whole thing is, like, if it's not like out, I need to pull it out, because these were things that I paid good money for and really wanted, you know? You got the Ellie one in your last order in Gia. The Lisa Eldridge one. I want that one that keeps selling out. It's like some cool tone. I can't even remember what the name is. Has anybody pulled out anything recently that remotely made them like take a step back? Like, I think a lot of people have bought an expensive highlighter that they've forgotten about. These are beautiful as eyeshadows, and don't kid yourself. You can put on a clear gloss, go like this with your finger and tap it. It's just pigment and, you know, another medium. I filmed a video yesterday about forgotten Chanel product. I saw that I was going to watch it tonight when I'm taking off my makeup, that aren't talked about much anymore. I know. Well, you know, it's like there's so much coming out of Chanel that I don't know how you would talk about all of it. Ione. Yes, that's the one that I want, the cool tone one. It's not up yet. You need to edit it. Didn't you post? Oh, maybe I just saw that you posted the new lipsticks. Like, I have a bunch of these Lisa Eldridge ones. What happens with me with these is that I'm not really a one and done person, and I'm never really sure what to do with these. Like, someone help. You vacuum is so much. Tennis drama. Ugh, tennis drama. There's nothing worse than tennis drama. This is a really pretty color. This army green. And maybe I need to like explore these. And, you know, in the same situation like that we were just talking about with this, you know, new thing where we're going to match it to our eyelids, the sticks, anyone's sticks. I don't care if you've got Laura Mercier, if you've got Bobbi Brown, if you've got Victoria Beckham. This is a long wearing product that you should be wearing in the summertime, because you can just smudge them on and then they don't budge. Like, you can't sweat them off to save your life. That shade is gorgeous. I know, it's so pretty. my new setup is terrific over here, but it's like, you know, how you have like muscle memory. I'm just like reaching back over here. I'm like, this is not where it was supposed to be. I just kind of have to figure out. I think what I'm going to do is I'll do like a crease with some kind of shadowy looking neutral. Surprise, surprise. And then take one of these and kind of smudge it out, and then maybe get like a little bit of like one of the Patrick Ta type of sparklies for the middle. It just seems like, you know, not very summer. I tried to go very bronzy for you guys today. It's very worn off, but I just wanted to use like a whole bunch of things that I haven't thought about in a long time. The shade is gorgeous. Slap a matte neutral in the crease and liquid in the center. And then what? Do you like put a little sparkle on it then and you're done? I'm gonna have to play. I think part of the problem was a lot of them were like orange. This is my era of let's just pick up every single color, because you know everybody's doing everything. Like there's two colors here that are almost identical. I don't know. I should give some of these away. Like I've been trying to get rid of a lot of stuff because I don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to buy everything, and I also don't want to not buy everything, because like today I went into Sephora and they did not have the Natasha Denona serum bronzer, so I went to Ulta. And I have no idea if I'm even going to like this, because when I put it on in the store, it seemed real orange. And I'm considering just going back to the store tomorrow with this unopened and try theirs again. But I put it on my arm and I just don't know. I saw that Rebecca reviewed it and she loved it. She loved this. I don't know. I'm not going to put it on today because I got enough bronzer on, but you're curious about that bronzer. I am telling you, those colors for an olive skin person, it's going to be very challenging. Have you ever tried Phytosurgeons? You weren't interested in the ND and saw that the light shade is too yellow for cool tone people. Should have done more undertones. And I went in and I swatched like the first 4 shades, thinking, because I was looking at what the swatches look like online, and it looks like it kind of goes like more yellow, more pinky, more whatever. It was like yellow, orangey yellow, orange, and rusty orange. So I was a little disappointing. No inner corner highlight is boring. I agree. I agree. I don't know. This one is like a no. I also had like a 2-part thought thing that went through my head this week. And the first one was, wow, I've been using the same skincare for a really long time and I love it. And I am one of those people who believes that it is a destination. It's okay to get there and like it. And if it's working, like not make changes. You like the Westman Atelier liquid bronzer? I have to try that one. That's been sold out at all of my Sephora's. I cannot even find any color to try. So one of the things that I think, just having been part of the beauty community for such a long time, there were so many celebrity cash grabs that we've been through, and a lot of makeup artists turn business people. So we've kind of seen that evolution, which sort of makes sense. We've seen people who were, YouTubers start brands. You bought it. They didn't ship it when they sold out of the shade. You wanted it, so you have got the Westman Atelier one yet. Is it the second shade that was the one that everybody was liking? I can't remember. How do we feel about liquid bronzers, balm bronzers, cream bronzers, powder bronzers? Like, what's your bronzer of choice? You've got shades 1 and 2. 3 would be good as well. Oh, you like them a lot, Maria. When you said you liked them, I didn't realize that you liked them. Yep. A good bronzer is hard to find. And when you do find one, it just becomes like your thing. Like, it took, I don't know how many years, and I'm telling you, I still love the Gucci. Like, nobody's going to be able to pry that out of my hands. To me, that turquoise, gold, the way the whole package is just so Gucci and fancy and fun, and it has nothing to do with anything that anybody sees outside in the world. But when I put it on, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm putting on the Gucci. It's fun. The reformulated Chanel Le Beige ones are gorgeous too. I do have one of the cream bronzers from that they reformulated. I bought it from Selfridges. Okay. Anyway, I started to say, I don't know if I'm liking this lip thing. You know how like it starts to do like that weird, like gummy thing? I can't tell if like I'm dehydrated or talking too much or it's irritating me, but whatever. Anyway, I love the blushes from Rhode. I do not make that a secret. I had a very hard time buying it for the first time because I just couldn't take it seriously. And I was like I'm sure that Justin Bieber's wife is really going to be able to like get it together for me for makeup. You know what I mean? So many bronzers that you love. I usually use a cream or liquid bronzer and top with a powder bronzer. I just like stacking a whole bunch of makeup all over makeup. Okay, so her blushes blew me away. And then little by little, I've been hearing and seeing that people are really liking her skincare because it's really good. And at first I was like, yeah, maybe good for like a 30-year-old, or yeah, maybe good for, somebody else, but not for me. And then she sold her business for $1 billion. And I was like, you know what? I should probably try the skincare, because she only has like 10 SKUs or 11 SKUs or something. And she sold it for $1 billion. So I am doing something that I do not do often. I am going to put a lot of my skincare to the side to test. But I picked up, I didn't get her cleanser because it was like some pineapple enzyme thing. And I was like, that sounds very I haven't gone through menopause yet, and it wasn't for me. But I did pick up the new Mist, the glazing milk. I'm definitely love a milk because I love my prequel. This is the greatest thing for summertime. I'll die on the hill for it. Peptides and ceramides in a lightweight, inexpensive. You could put it on your whole body if you wanted to, moisturizer, and I love it. I think you would probably like shade 3 in the FH bronzer. It's more like the darkest one. It's not as dark as Gia, but the same line, kind of like a little lighter pinky taupe, but not quite as red. Okay, I'm definitely going to get it then. So then I also got the Barrier Restore Cream because my barrier needs to be restored. And I bought the Barrier Butter and the Peptide Glazing Fluid. So I'm going to be trying some skincare, which I just really don't do. But you know how you just sort of like have to push yourself to get a little out of your comfort zone? I did. And then I think they sent this for free because I don't remember buying a peptide lip treatment, but I don't have the phone case that this is going to fit into. Is this like my problem with all of her things are, yeah, they're all scented. I'm very weird with my lip products. Like, yeah, I can deal with like the Chanel scent and stuff, but I don't like the ones that smell like food. Anyway, I'm going to be trying all of this and seeing if I can get skincare for this small amount of money, like almost a whole face. This is like almost every step. So I'll still use like a few of my serums because she doesn't have like a vitamin C or anything like that. But I don't know. I was curious, and it's the time of year, you know, before the craziness. So I just decided to do it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Okay. I would like to know from you guys, when we all like the new stuff. I get it. We want to see it. We want to see swatches. We want to see the person try it on. We want to hear their thoughts. We have certain people that we trust. We have skin twins. We want to see what the shades look like on people, especially because so many times when they launch things now, they're only launching them online. So you can't even like go try it on. You love skincare too, but you have far too much. I love skincare even more than makeup. I know I do too, except I always feel like I need to buy skincare when I would like to buy some makeup, if that makes sense. Anyway, I want to know from you guys, truly, can we come together and just connect about all the stuff that we love, or does it always have to be something new attached? And I'm not talking about Project Pan, and I'm not talking about I'm going on a no-buy for however long. Like, we've all seen, you know, people that are on YouTube do that stuff, and that's great. I'm not putting anybody down. It's not a negative. It's just not something that I'm going to do. You love skincare too. You have loads of it. I think that it cannot be understated how important skincare is, the older especially that I get, in terms of like my mental health. You encourage this all the time. I'm glad. We have to just, I want to be able to just find out from you guys, what is it that you're not getting out of YouTube? Or what is it that it would be okay showing, you know, one new thing, but then maybe incorporating it with others? Don't have to have everything new. Okay. I don't think it's normal. I would love to say that I could buy everything, but honestly, I would be like homeless and divorced probably. So that probably wouldn't work for me. But I don't get PR. Like I've gotten like 5 things. So I have to be a real consumer, but also take one for the team now and then. Like, believe me, like, I mean, I went to the store today to get this, and I didn't even show you what I went there for. This is going to be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise for me if I can find it. I have been curious about Wise Beauty for a while. Does anybody know who Molly Sims is? Let me go on her Insta. It's YSE is how you spell it, and then it's Wise Beauty. It's been around for a while. And she just launched at Sephora. Products that she's known for. This one I saw today and did not pick up. These are glycolic exfoliant. They're supposed to be fantastic. I did one on my arm. If it had been lactic acid, I would have taken it in a minute, but I really love my exfoliant that I use. So I didn't pick this up. And then I also saw her vitamin C serum today, which I had not really heard about. And it is 3 different types of vitamin C that are all stable. And, it's got the, other little kickers that are in there with it. But the thing that I went in there for was her Skin Glow SPF 30 primer. And I really wanted to try it because it's been around for a while. It's one of those kind of glowier looking products. And I think that's a good thing to try in the summertime. And I also need to realize that I can wear a chemical sunscreen or a physical sunscreen. Only accepted one affiliate code here. Only accepted one affiliate code from a business that you truly believed in. If the company has an issue with how you feel about their product, you won't work with them. It's funny. You rejected PR because of the issue. I've heard from a lot of people that PR is like it's a, what do they call it? A curse and a blessing and a curse. Because you feel like you have to talk about the stuff and like you don't know if you want to. My whole thing is like, if I don't try something, I could not say if I could work with somebody because I'm not going to lie about stuff. I would not do that. But I wanted to kind of get past it has to be mineral or I'm not wearing it, even though I just started using the In Beauty project. It should be, maybe it's in the bathroom. I tried the In Beauty Project SPF and I liked it today. But this is a Skin Glow SPF 30 primer that is, there's no octinoxate in it, which is the one that I have like the itchies from. It says avobenzone, homosalate, octisalate, and octocrylene. And it's an SPF 30, but it's, like one of the ones that is very cosmetically elegant. Wise tip, don't twist, pull off. Okay. That's what it says on the top. I'm just happy it's not shrink wrapped because if I have to deal with one more shrink wrap thing today, I'm gonna freak. So this is a primer that is also a sunscreen. Hold on. Let me just put this on so you guys can see the color. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, clearly wow, I hear it. Okay, there we go. Let's get a bigger amount of this. Let me minimize the screen for a second. So it's like a peachy kind of a color, but it literally melts into the skin and feels like just like a wonderful moisturizer, just like a really hydrating, not greasy. I mean, it already like the slip is going away, like you can feel that it's really absorbed. And I just feel like it's going to be beautiful under makeup. They have now got Dr. Lara Devner here at Mecca and hadn't heard of it. Fairly pricey. Yeah, she's got an eyelash serum, I think, that's like supposed to be amazing, but it's very expensive. Oh, wait, here, let me go back up here. I missed this. Pet peeve on YouTube is when a creator goes on and on about the price. I know how much Clé de Peau costs, and I don't need anyone telling me that it's expensive. Well, and shaming people for buying things or the other way around, like there's a lot attached to people's buying and shopping and all of that, and you know, that's your stuff or theirs or whatever. I don't want to be like Rebecca says, I'm not your banker. I don't want to decide what anybody else's budget is, and I don't want to decide how anybody spends their money. If I want to go get my hair colored, then I should be able to go do that. If I want to go get Botox, I should be able to go do that. You know, I just don't think that it's about, you know, there's so much selling going on. I guess this is like where this is the problem. I'm not getting PR. I'm buying all the stuff and I don't like being sold to. But I like to learn about like new products and see them in action. So it's hard. The one thing that I will say, if you are going to make a purchase of anything, any beauty item, go to somebody that you follow like Maria, who makes a ton of videos that you love, and click on her link. It is literally a few dollars. It is not a giant percentage by any stretch, but every little bit helps, at least to have money to put back into your channel to buy more things to put on your channel. And I guess the message for me is, why not? Like, there's no downside to using the affiliate link because it doesn't cost you more money. And somebody who's helped you should, you know, why not? It's kind of like, why not? People will rant and rave as it's your fault that the product is expensive or that they believe it's flawed. I know that there's a lot of really unglued people who do things online that they would never do in person, or maybe they would. But like every once in a while, like there'll be a comment on somebody's thing like, don't you know how expensive everything is in the world right now? And how dare you, show us that $50, whatever it is. Why are you watching this is my question. Like, what is the reason that you're here? Like, no one said you get online and you have to go watch Michelle's video, It's a choice. And I think that there are so many things that we do automatically now, like when we talk about having a little downtime, whether you're cleaning or, washing up at night or whatever it is. I like to have like a video going. I'd like to be listening to a podcast or a YouTube video. Are you guys doing the same thing or no? Like, is it just me? I just feel like I don't have enough time during the day to like watch things. So I like to listen to it also. I have replied in the past that isn't it great that we have a choice of what we want to buy then? Exactly. Did you see the horrible message Han Beauty got in her comments? She posted it on her community page. It was absurd. No. What was it? What happened, Heather? Was this today? She's such a nice, like, person, And Rebecca, they talk and they're friendly. Her husband's a doctor. I saw that Charlotte is moving. Things are happening. I think things are changing. Everything sort of jumbles itself and kind of comes back together. But I do feel like I have renewed purpose twofold. Like, I want to have fun and talk to you guys and try things and hear opinions and show swatches and try on things or do a let's get ready with me or a let's get unready with me or let's how do you put eyebrows on somebody that took them all off when they're in the 1990s, like that kind of stuff. I want to know like that there's like a fantastic new bra that keeps like the heat underneath the boobs like from overheating. Like there are just girly things that I love to hear about, and the connection is really fun. But like, could we just chill out like a little bit on the new spending? Because before you guys know it, it's going to be giant sales. And that's what I want to start about by saying retail is not looking good right now. The sales that you will start to see this week for 4th of July, think Christmas in July. First of all, Amazon Prime is in like a week. So everything is just going to be a whole lot less. If there's stuff that you've been looking at and that you are dying for, I say grab it. I think it's a great time to pick up skincare. I think it's a great time to pick up fragrances. I think it's a great time to pick up things like mascaras, stuff that you go through. I think that where the problem for me for a long time was like, oh my gosh, it's on sale. So I should just have to get it because it's on sale. I mean, it's on sale right now, so it's on sale. I got to get it because it's on sale. But they're trying to get rid of it so that they can push in all of the new stuff that's coming. So it's like, we'll get whatever we can out of it. We've already made our money. Let them have a sale. And the sales, you guys, are going to be unbelievably crazy. In the next week, I've already seen a peek into this. And I think you're all going to like be very, very, very happy if there are certain things you want to buy. Like anytime Grande Lash goes on sale, I buy a couple of those, like, Victoria Beckham has like no sales, but she's in stores now that do have sales, and sometimes she's included. So maybe I'll pick up a couple of the eye kajals that I use all the time, or a few of the Vast lashes. I feel like the sales are a great time to buy that stuff that you don't always love to buy. Like I buy my Shiseido cotton. I buy the Dermaflash blades. Just the stuff that adds up, but it isn't fun. Like there's nothing fun about it. Because the next thing that you're going to see after this giant push is they are going to give us all the winter and autumn stuff, and then it will be holiday. Whoa. Oh, that was not good. Let me move this over. It's going to be holiday, and it is going to be craziness again. So from my heart to you, like if there's something that you've had your heart set on and you want it, please go get it. But otherwise, like think about how that stuff is going to look to you when you're putting on like stuff for fall, or for the opposite for you, Maria. You know what I'm saying? You can jog on to a rude person. Now you used to use it. Very funny. This has nothing to do with your love of makeup hobby. It has everything to do with your pathological spending. Oh my God. I want your bad influence, and that you're was wrong and well known that the beauty YouTubers aren't the brightest or the most beautiful. Is this the comment? I really hope you get professional help. Did this happen like today? I'm speechless. And it's on her community tab, like the posts. She does such a nice job of posting like 1,000 things. Oh, I see. The pathological shopping addiction. Buy it. I want it. It has to be in my collection week after week, month after month, year after year, and you're not even noticing anymore. Okay, well, clearly that person needs to get a life. But wow, there's like always going to be crazy people. I mean, I was a teacher. Some of the parents were crazy people. There just are. They're going to be crazy people. I just like my crazy people to like my kind of crazy. Like I always say, like everybody has a lot of baggage. We just need to find out if we're going to have a match set or not. But I want to have fun with makeup again. Like I want to like recreate looks that we see, like, with, somebody that we really like who looks really good. Like Julia Roberts always looks like so fresh and good. It's like if she has like a look, like could we recreate it? What would we use? Trying out the new things, showing the new stuff, giving you guys like the edge to not have to buy things to find out that you don't like them, especially those of you who don't live in the US, because we can return a lot of stuff that you cannot. And I know that that sucks. I cannot tell you how many times I would not have bought something had I known that I couldn't return it. Do you guys feel the same way? I had a shocker commenter last year on about 3 videos going on about how old I look and needed proper skincare. I saw somebody was on Instagram today, Risa. Do you guys know Risa does makeup? She's been on like forever. Somebody was saying that they watch her on the TV and that her pores were gigantic and she should get plastic surgery and blah, blah, blah. I mean, she apparently doesn't do any of that. And she's like, I have pores because I have skin. You know, like I'm a person. Ugh. I can't. You have to have such a thick skin to be able to do this. That's the only comment that they should be making about our skin, is that it's very thick, because we'll take the abuse. Maria, that is repulsive and would put me in like a tailspin for a while. No BS Beauty gets some horrible comments on her videos, saying she looks 60, she is 44, and that she lost a lot of weight over the past 2 years. They accused her of Ozempic, told her she wouldn't be. You know what? I'm not in junior high or middle school or whatever you guys want to call it anymore. That is just something I just don't have time for. And the funniest thing is my friend, who was, when she became single again, she was like on this like delete, block, move on, delete, block, move on, delete, block, move on. Like, that is how I feel. Like that person that came in today, goodbye. Bye. There's the door. I want to do videos and I want to do lives and I want to have a really good time, and I want you guys to want to come, and I want to show you some new stuff, but I also want to pull things out and really use them, not in like a we're going to use up this whole eyeshadow palette kind of a way, but like a, ooh, this reminded me of this palette, and it doesn't have to be a dupe and it doesn't have to be exact, and you don't have to do like swatches of the two against it. Like, this has the same feeling as blah, blah look that so-and-so did. I'm going to pull this palette out. I bet you have one like it. And I think at the beginning, especially with the holiday stuff, just because it's usually so pretty, like they make everything so pretty, and you just, like last year, I mean, this couldn't have been any cuter, right? I mean, these are just so pretty. They make it so pretty. And I want to spend money on the fun stuff like that when it's good for me and when I think it's good for you guys to see. Like, there are going to be certain things where I will be like, I will try this first. Like this. Okay. I'll die on a hill over her bronzer. This, you are missing nothing. Less than nothing. You're missing $88 or whatever this was. This is like what I'm happy to do. You know, like I'm happy to be able to say, get this, skip this, you know, and to tell you and show you why. Or to say, you know, so many people would look better in the gold color than, you know, the rose gold color or whatever. But, you know, here's something that probably I shouldn't be recommending, because I bet you there's a lot of alcohol in here and whatever, but I like it. What is helpful to you guys? Because I think about it, I have to see stuff. I want to see it in action, but it's got to be certain people. And then I want to see like certain colors on certain people. And then it just gets to the point where I just am like, ugh, I'm going to order it. And then if I want to return it, I'll return it. Right? Skincare reviewer is what she does, is buy skincare and review it. People are horrible and nuts. Keyboard warriors that are jealous and low vibrational. can't make anyone happy, it seems. If you use a filter, you're fake. And if you don't, you're human. And they do think it's horrible to have wrinkles and pores like normal people. Well, I have a newsflash. I've got a lot of everything. There are some truly vile people online who can make things a bit less enjoyable at times, and that includes certain influencers too. I agree. But the older I get, the tighter my circle. You know, my people are my people. But also, I think in a very modern way, and especially coming out of COVID and everything, I think the beauty community does a pretty good job of holding up the beauty community in small spaces. I'm not talking like, you know, the crazy fighting and stuff, but like, you know, like in certain comment sections, you know, there's a lot of everybody sees the same people, and it's like the group here, you know. It happens organically that you find like-minded people who are normal to you and like the same kind of stuff that you like and speak your language. Because I mean, if I went into like a 45-minute soliloquy about this bronzer with, you know, like my sister, she would hit me over the head. But with you guys, like we can talk like minutia with bronzers. It's fun. But I also think it's nice to just socialize too. And that's why I would love to change this format. Like the website that I'm building, the first iteration is not going to have this, but I want to have real-time conversations. To have your health and to grow older is a privilege which many people don't get to experience. Amen. You get a big amen for me on that one. And honestly, why? I don't have enough time in my day to even think about trying to solve somebody else's problems. I just don't. So I guess my question for you guys is, can I just be creative and come up with some fun things and bring back some of the excitement and fun that we were feeling when we started getting into this? Like, think about the conversation that we had earlier with all the stuff that we remember from when we were young. You know, it's a connection that we all have. And I think that what I want more than anything to have is a really nice community of people that support each other and, you know, cheer for each other and lift each other up and not beat each other down, you know, but also can laugh at themselves. I mean, I have to laugh at myself. Like, I mean, I have to. My family, like the most serious situations will be happening, like we'll be in the hospital or something, and we're all like cracking jokes or whatever, because that's how we deal with it. Like we diffuse with humor in my family. My husband's family, they get very serious and very quiet and very businesslike, and that's how they deal with it. And everybody has like their own styles, you know? If that's where your heart is leading you, then go for it. Well, I want to make sure that I'm not leading myself into a room all by myself. So true, Maria. I always say getting older is a privilege denied to money. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yeah. There's just so much going on in the world right now. I just want this to be like a little oasis, you know? to have a husband who will let you. Get Valley Black, no sheep. Now that is what matters. It is what matters. My husband would have a whole zoo here if we were allowed. He wants a donkey really badly. Like, for real. I want to know what you guys want to see, and I would love if you wouldn't mind if you think of something that you think would be fun. I'm all ears. If there's something that like you're hoping that I'm gonna get, just so we can see what it's like and make sure that everybody doesn't have to waste their money on it, I'm in. I just tag me in whatever, text me, DM me if you need anything, anytime, anywhere. I'm, easy to reach. I just want us to have fun. I want us to have a good time. I want us to talk about the stuff that we love and laugh about the stuff that is so ridiculous, like this crazy people, right? Your husband would get along. We have a zoo thing going on too. Yeah. My husband just got a smartphone because he's been pretending like we're not in the cell phone world, like not a cell phone, a smartphone. And so when we got rid of our cable and we switched over to like all the streaming services, and he discovered, YouTube on the TV, all he watches are animal videos now. It's crazy. Your husband, yeah. So I'm really excited that I'm going to be trying out some Teeny Bopper skincare. If I get pimples, we'll all be in that together. It'll be fun. I'm going to say be very careful if you're thinking about the Natasha Denona. They don't have these in a lot of stores yet for Sephora, but the Ultas, supposedly, like the ones that have the fancy, they got these today. All the shades, not it's on Sephora. It started with 5 shades, and then they went up to 6. Natasha has 7. So does Ulta, and Sephora still had 6. And one of the ones that was missing, it was the medium neutral. And I just want to go on record of saying it wasn't neutral. There's nothing neutral about any of the colors. Did I get the Sarah Creel lip gloss? I did not buy one yet. Only because I can't tell what color I want. Can you? I want to pull this up. I wonder if she did them. If it's still on here. Yeah. First of all, can we talk about these for a second? Can you see this or no? Hold on. Sorry, guys. Hold on. It's so weird. Like, okay. Oh my God. Here we go. Okay, so it has 1 star. What happened? $40 lip gloss is criminal. How is this real for 0.2 ounces? Okay, well, she's probably gonna hit our comment sections next. Sarah Creel dropped the travel size essence today. I know. I'm so happy. Yeah, I think it's great, but it's painful. $95. I'd rather keep paying like $35 over and over. Okay, so there's this kind of, I can't decide if they look like they're frosted. This is just going to be like too much for me at this time of the year. Like, talk to me about that, like when I'm in my like apple orchard phase, you know? And this pink is very pink. That's a lot of pink. This seems like a very, like everybody could probably like this kind of a color, but I was sort of interested in these, except I couldn't tell what the shimmer looks like, or I don't know. What do you guys think? What colors do you guys like? Do we like that? Can't decide if this looks like a highlighter. I'm not sure. Okay, FYI, I'm putting on some hydrating balm now. It's not a good sign. I don't know. What color do you guys like? 0.2 ounces. Isn't that like, like what's another lip gloss? Anybody have a lip gloss near them? And this is only 0.12. Do we know why somebody is like this worked up about this? I think this color could be so cool. It's such an interesting, like, almost like she was thinking, you know, like dark skin, nude shimmer, light skin, nude shimmer. I thought that was kind of good. Saw the shimmer balm on someone and it looked so bad. So I don't know about the shimmer. Maybe the first pink or peachy neutral. Wish she had made a lighter nude and a lighter pink. I agree. I can't figure out when they come into like the stores and I can see the colors, maybe I'll pick one up, but like I don't think I have to run out and spend $40 on a sight unseen lip gloss. even from a brand that I really like, just because I don't know the formula. Like if it was like the Dior, little addict one that I have like 1,000 of and I like the color, I would be like, okay, let's get it. Hoping the new gloss by Sarah Creel works out for me. Haven't had much luck with her products. What color did you get? What did I try on today? How many of you guys have tried the Danessa Myricks, like the balm thing that she has? I don't even know what it's called. But I'm gonna look. Her stuff completely fascinates me, and she is like the nicest person. Like, is there anyone out there cheering for everybody else more than Danessa? I don't think so. I went and tried to, it's called the Yummy Skin Blur Balm. Okay. There was one today that I got all excited. It was called Radiant. And I was like running around thinking it was so great. And I walked outside and it was like gold shimmer. So I went back in, tried on the other one, went back outside to look at that. And my hand looked really dried out from it. Then she's like, oh, well, we have this one. And it's like a hydrating balm that you can put on. It's like a whole different thing. So I tried that on and I was like, well, this just feels like kind of like Vaseline. So then I was all confused. You have it in your cart. You want the shade My Pleasure. I want to see which one that is. Yeah, the darker like shimmer. I think that was the one that I was leaning toward. The balm is amazing. Okay. Is it like super duper hydrating? Are you talking about the hydrating one, or are you talking about because there's one that was Radiant and then there was Universal. And then she's got all the different shades like people can put on. And if you have like really oily skin, it's supposed to make like a really nice barrier and keep, hydration in and not mess with everything. And then I was trying again to find a color match in her Yummy Skin that everyone loves. And I still can't, there still isn't one for me. Yummy Skin Moisture Balm. Yes, Heather, tell me, do you have it? It seems like one of those all-purpose kind of balm products, right? Like Jones Road has one, Prequel has one. I'm intrigued by Vanessa Myricks. I haven't tried her products yet, but I want to support her. Me too, because she seems so authentic. I will buy some of her products and give them away, if not for me. All of her stuff is so interesting. Like these new I don't know what they're called, some kind of a stick. And they're like magnetic and you can connect them with each other. I just always see her cheering for everybody else. And I want to support her too. I feel exactly the same way. Here, these are coming. I think these are so cool and interesting. And I want to pull up. So each one of these has like, they come apart. So you can connect them with other colors. And I just think they're so cool. I mean, this is sort of like taking like the stick shadows and also this multi-chrome situation, like just to like a whole different level, you know? I don't have it because it was so popular when it came out. It was sold out on Sephora and her site for like 6 months. People seem to love it that have dry skin. Are you talking about the moisture balm thing that I turned away? I used the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm powder in Universal. It's a primer, and the blurring ability is fantastic. So my question is it a blurring situation for like pores or for like wrinkles? Like, could it handle that? Do you feel it's hydrating but slightly mattifying as well? Okay. I just never went back and ordered it because it finally came back in stock and you have like 5 of her Yummy Skin blushes in a palette that you can't use. It's not you. It's Lightworks 2 or something like that. Too much bling and shift. I know, but I was looking at 2 of these specifically, at this Mystic Taupe one. And then also just like for nighttime, I thought like this one was kind of neat with like the silvery blue. But there's so many combinations here. Like, I don't know. I'm fascinated. And I'm fascinated that they come apart and that you can like connect them to all the colors that you like. I don't know. It just seems. Do you guys remember Geranimals when they would have like the tags and all the things would go together? I love when like you can mix stuff up. It's fun. Too much bling and shift. I know. But once in a while, gotta like do something crazy. It's like the old Benefit Dr. Feelgood. Could be. Could be. Too, it works well for both, especially effective on your pores. Okay. I love your makeup. You have said what is on your eyes. Sorry you're late, Becky. Hey. So tonight I purposely put on like 100 things in the bronzy family on purpose to not have you buy anything. But I can tell you that it's mostly Prada, Suqu. Yeah, Prada and Suqu. Oh, and Patrick Ta. You could dab the blurring balm over your makeup, tap where you want the blur, and keep sweat free. I'm interested. Mob Beauty just put out something like that you can like tap on and like it'll just take the shine down. And then I was thinking, Phytosurgeons has been doing that for so long with their like highlighters and stuff. Like they're not like normal highlighters. Like they definitely help with texture. Moisture Balm is more of a primer for dry skin. Oh, in the winter. Well, Maria, are you gonna try it for the winter? I saw a girl use 2 looks with the Dermesomeric sticks today, and it was cool. She used the black squeezy tube as a primer, then the purple blue shade over it, and it looked so cool. Very mermaid. Says the neutral person. It's like I totally appreciate all this. I really do. I wish that, I don't know, the colors. I want the colors back. How are Tuesday nights for you guys? Are we good with this being like our night? I am concerned about dry skin. I'm gonna probably have to go back and I'll get the moisture repair balm. It reminded me so much of one of the Jones Road products that I have. Tuesday is excellent. I like Tuesday too because some Thursdays we do things at the store that I work at. Yeah, like I'm working next week and I think one of them is going to be at night. So I want to know what you guys would like to concentrate on. Also, I know it's like 4th of July weekend and I have no idea what you're doing, where you're going, what the weather's going to be, none of like that stuff. I'm thinking about doing a live on Sunday. I think Sunday, maybe Saturday, probably Sunday, because there will be sales and I want to keep communicating them to you. As soon as I get my website running, you guys will be able to put your email address in, and on my private list, you will get emailed to you every week all the stuff that came out, the stuff that's going to be coming. You're going to get like a whole calendar. Everything will be written out. I will have pictures and things that you can connect to, to see what's coming so that you can plan. Because there's nothing worse than like kind of like what was happening with this Guerlain palette that just came out and everybody was waiting for the YSL one, but wound up buying the Charlotte one because actually those 9 shadows were more, more variety than what the Lisa Eldridge was, like stuff like that. I'm going to have all of that stuff for you guys where it's just going to get emailed to you every week and you will be able to come on and do whatever. There was going to be a whole chat area where you guys can start threads, and eventually I will have something when I get the iron figuring it out of how it can be a live chat and not like the person that tried to come into the live chat that we had before. I don't want that to happen when nobody's like monitoring it. So I want to do that. And I want to have, just like looks that you guys love. And I want to have, if you want to come in and you want to come and talk and go back and forth with me, or you want to get ideas, because you have some big event coming up and you want to like, show us like your skin, your eyes, whatever, like we can all like help each other. I just want to do like some fun, interesting, different content than what we're seeing on every single channel all the time. Like, I know this week you're going to see 100 of these Danessas, and not that there's anything wrong with that because we want to see it, but it's just, it was kind of like the Dior blushes and then the Charlotte blushes, and then everybody bought them and then people wanted them to be compared. So now like we're on like the comparison videos. It's just, I need more variety, I just want there to be more. Miriam Maquillage was her name, and she got all the shades in PR and swatched them and did one crazy eye look. She's awesome. She's old school. I like her a lot. I didn't know she was still on. She's cool. Very cool. I like her. All right. Well, you guys, it's like 10:30 here, and I want to wash my face and crawl into bed and watch a show. If anyone has a good show that they're watching right now, I need a new show. Like desperately need a new show. And I need something that can sort of feed my soul for a little bit. Like I need something that I can like get excited about and attached to. So if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear. Would love. Please do not run out and buy this. Oh, I forgot one thing today. I did not know this. They make a small version of the old school Soleil Blanc Tom Ford, and it's in like the little area that I call like the candy thing, like at the grocery store, like where you couldn't keep your kids' hands out of it. All that stuff that they have by the registers, but this is such a great size and it's perfect to like carry with you. I love it. I was like so excited about it. Did a YouTube video on them today, so watch it and see what shades I want. I'm definitely going to watch it, Heather. Thank you. So I will probably come on. I think everyone's going to be by Sunday. Everyone's just going to be exhausted and sick of people and just wanting to like, I don't know, just have like a mellow day. So I was thinking maybe like an afternoon little thing, like before all the sales are over, just to talk. You want vanilla sex, but they don't have a small one. I know. Perfumes are so expensive. I was, first of all, looking at all the perfumes today that they've got those like dragging things on. I mean, it just seems excessive. But when you have 87 14-year-olds running around the Sephora, I guess you need those chains holding the perfume bottles down. So I want everyone to have a fun and just happy 4th and have a few days off, hopefully, and on a long weekend. It's kind of nice when a holiday's on a Friday because the day before is like, you know, not as bad. And then, you know, like go into the weekend. It's kind of like that. Anybody have any requests for next week? Anything that you're dying to see? Aside from the fact that you know I'm going to have to try even if I wind up returning it, I got to try the complexion product because now it's like a thing. Ulta has everything under lock and key now. All the perfumes, even the cheap ones. Really? Not at mine. I wonder if I know that there's one Ulta that I went to where they had to take the whole store and redo it so that they couldn't do like a smash and grab and the cash registers or like went to the back of the store. I don't know. That's just stuff I don't even want to think about. All right, you guys, I'm sending so much love to all of you. Have a wonderful, happy and healthy and safe 4th of July. And let me know what you guys want to see next, or I will just come up with just a fun theme. The other thing I was thinking was like, would it be weird if I said like tonight, you know, like wash your face or whatever and bring like an eyeshadow palette that you haven't looked at in a year? Like, would that be okay? Like, I mean, no, I'm not going to check and make sure that you have it, but I think I want to start doing like some fun little riffs like on the stuff that we have and that we love. So I'm going to put some thought to it. I want to make interesting content that you guys can sink your teeth into, that we can talk about, and where you don't have to always spend money. All right. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good night, you guys. Have a good night. I'll see you all on Sunday. Have a good night.